快来试试你的外企英语听力吧。
Welcome back to the second in our two-part series on first-round interviews. We'll be looking at how to respond to common interview questions, and you'll also learn some useful phrases and vocabulary. As you'll remember from the first episode, Mike Warner is interviewing William Chow for a job at the Hong Kong head office of First Mercantile International, a global bank. When we left off last time, William had just finished telling Mike about his work history, management style, and personal characteristics. Our HR manager, Mike, continues the interview with another very common first-round question. Let's see what it is and think about how you would answer this question. Just before we hear the dialogue, here are today's listening comprehension questions. 1. What is William's proudest achievement? 2. What is William's greatest strength? 3. What does William say is his greatest weakness? 4. Is William happy at his current job? And 5. Is William very concerned about compensation?
Okay, William. Tell me about your proudest achievement.
When I took over as assistant manager in 2004, we had a non-performing loan rate of 5% on short-term loans and revolving credit due to problems with credit controls.
That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, obviously there were some problems there. So, to find out where the weaknesses were, I worked with my team and the credit department to determine whether the issue was structural or down to a lack of controls.
And you determined it was lack of controls?
Yes, mainly.
How'd you go about fixing it?
Well, I was able to leverage my local cultural knowledge to find several previously unidentified risk factors that correlated strongly with the non-performers. After analysis, I reduced exposure to high-risk segments, especially real estate. And after that, we also modified due diligence procedures to take into account this new information.
Sounds like you really focused in on the problem. What were the results?
Let's see. In 2005, my team and I dealt with a total of $200 million in credit and loans. But I am proud to say that the non-performing rate was only 0.3%. That's a mere fraction of the rate for the previous year. This has added up to an estimated savings to the bank of $20 million over the next 3 years. Did I give you the level of detail you were looking for, or would you like to hear another example?
No, that's fine, thank you. Let's move on to another question. So, what would you say are your greatest strengths and weaknesses?
One of my strengths is my ability to be flexible in my perspective, my flexibility in analyzing new ideas and concepts. Over the past 7 years, I've seen First United go through several restructurings, with changes in leadership and management too. I've had to adjust my style to the new environments, but I've always succeeded in adapting.
Flexibility is always appreciated. And what about your weaknesses?
I think I mentioned before that I enjoy challenges and work well under pressure. I really enjoy my work. The downside to this is that sometimes I put in too much time. But by being aware of my tendency to overwork, I've learned to pace myself more and work less overtime.
And that's a hard thing to do in this business. Now, can I ask you why you want to leave your current position?
Well, I've set some goals for myself and for my career, and unfortunately, there is no room for me to move forward at First United. I have begun to explore the options available before I spend too much time in a job where I can't advance. My goal is to continue to grow and improve myself so that I can be a stronger performer and contender in the workplace.
Good. We always appreciate someone who is looking for more challenges. And what are your salary expectations?
Well, let's see. I'm sure whatever you offer will be a fair amount for a person with my qualifications. Salary is not the most important factor to me. I'm looking for opportunity.
Fair enough. Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. I'd like to ask, what is Mercantile International's plan for the next 5 years? And how does the Central Branch, specifically the business development side, fit in?
For transcript, please visit WMD.CN.